got the wrong size, so let's go live. Why not?
Sean, you said the first two were Matt's list?
Need to have a moonshot.
First two are Tommy's.
On Tommy's, okay.
Need to develop a moonshot for that.
Yeah.
A moonshot?
The ones that I sent in the regular chat.
Yeah.
Or the streaming info.
We could do, Mario could do.
We're live.
Werewolf night. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Wolfnet.
Whoa.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to tonight's episode of
You went all robot.
TNT Thursday Night Throwdown.
Must be on
I'll be with you
AT&T
all. Long, but not really. A couple hours. Is Northman.
Hello, hello.
How many units you got over there?
Hope everyone's ready for some bunkers action.
Who is not going to say hello? And I believe we're going to have. I just went offline.
Going robot a little bit. Maybe you should start over.
See, I'm not excited for this because you're going to get my ass handed to me. This is the first time I've done 10 units and 250.
Anyway, welcome everybody. Another Thursday Night Throwdown. Forgot I had the tab open then I started hearing voices.
Start the howls.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. I'm not going to even try. I already did. I tried a little
Matt
bit.
said since there's a full moon that we gotta have a couple of wolf howls tonight, so
Wolf.
we'll see how.
There we go. I got
Woof.
it. You can do that.
Wolf.
Bring out the hair of your dog.
Every time you guys do that, I think it's that, in that there's something from The Office where it's like wolf and it like all the social medias blink on or something. I can't remember. But
That could be.
wolf.
Woof. Little woof.
Wolf. Hey, let's see the Avenger jumps on tonight. What point is
I don't
this?
know. Yeah, it's the puppy bowl tonight. We got the Clan Wolf versus Wolf Dragoons, so
With some sevens.
do you guys want to start deployment?
I suppose.
Ready to rock and roll.
Do some deployment.
Maddie, you gonna do the intro on the?
I will once deployment, and
Oh yeah.
I usually save that for when the game actually starts.
The entertainment.
We'll let everybody go ahead and see the list. 7.
5.
Hopefully y'all can read them.
Bloodbath 1 initiative for terrain.
The
Right.
side doesn't win initiative, just let me know.
I see that. Just like when I played there last time.
We have Matthew Bloodbath Barons.
Yep.
He's in the blue corner.
South side.
And we have Tommy Silent Sea Raven Kruger in the red corner. Tommy's currently
Ding, ding,
measuring to
ding.
see how far this thing can go.
I'm back.
You there, Sean?
Yeah, I don't know. Sean there?
It's the quickest technical issue that I think I've ever had playing or commentating.
Whatever that thing's called.
Yeah, that one thing that we do every Thursday.
It's that one.
You have 8 units.
That
I
one
have
thing
10
which you
units,
use
so
your
I have to
words and,
go-
try to sound cool.
How many times? Do I have to go 3 times? 3 people?
Coach, break out.
Well, so I was offline, so I don't even know. Did they even announce everything that's going on tonight?
They announced that they were doing, well, maybe I mentioned they were doing bunkers tonight. They haven't talked about their list at all, but they're there up on screen.
Very good. Did you even hear my introduction for you and everybody here?
You kind of faded out, I believe.
Right in the middle of starting up the
Yeah.
show.
That's what happens.
That's a good start. All right. Well, in case nobody heard it before, this is Diablo.
Yep.
And with me tonight is Mr. Matt, the Northman.
Hello, everyone.
3.
We'll try starting this over again.
Who's inside?
That was the quickest signal drop that I have ever had streaming.
It's good as a quick one, right?
What the hell?
Yeah, and I had some good momentum. I was even talking like to nobody for quite a while. I think it was quite eloquent.
Ooga chaga, ooga.
There were some sonnets shared.
The boys are loud tonight. Let's see, got some decent bunkers lists here. Just looking it over.
Yep, I'm being dropped again.
No.
This isn't working.
That's one.
You guys having technical difficulties again?
I think.
Yeah,
yeah.
I gotta switch computers. I'm having a problem with my laptop. I'll be right back. Hold on.
I guess you're left with just me. So who won initiative for terrain, or who won terrain placement? I guess.
Train tickets.
Ooh, hey, I'm in.
Who started placing terrain? I want to know who placed the big pieces
Oh,
before we got to see.
Matt won the terrain placement, so he placed the big dog.
Okay. Who put the one underneath the bunkers?
I placed. Tommy placed them underneath the bunkers.
Does there or does there not have to be 2 inches in front of the door on both sides? For the middle bunkers.
Kicker. We can reset that.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I thought it was
no,
that.
You're right.
Oh, right on top of it. Okay.
It's the staircase rule, right?
That was mine.
Stack them high.
Pokey trying to cover. There you go.
Been so long since I've had to reread that rule.
Am I overlapping?
These guys want to
I want some space.
challenge
You're not
me
gonna
on
get
all this
space.
stuff.
Sorry.
Objective area template for
I'm
the
gonna
bunker
slap
scenario must have a 2-inch clearance in front of the wedge portion of the bunker template.
Now the rule on those stacked hills is you have to have enough space for one base at least somewhere on those hills, right?
At least somewhere on the hill has to be 2 inches. That's the staircase rule. All stacked terrain must have a 2-inch clearance or step on at least one side to allow all ground units to be able to reach the next level.
This is open.
Gotta allow those little vehicles to be able to move places.
Yep, you can't stack
Put it under this.
terrain without a
Put it under that.
possible way of getting
Put it
over
under
there.
that. That'll work.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Does the level 2 hill and
Thank you,
building
Judge.
need 2 inches between them?
Anytime.
So this has been an
Coach, you gotta step it
ongoing.
up.
This has been an ongoing discussion. Technically, in the rules, it says that only ground level terrain, so terrain at ground level needs 2 inches between other terrain. So the Colorado guys, Northmen,
Yep,
they have been
that's what we do.
playing where you can butt anything that's above level 1 next to each other. We've never played it that way, and I, to this day, still don't know why I wrote it that way. But we've been playing it to see if it breaks anything, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And as of right now, it hasn't,
That'll work.
or we
Good to
haven't
go.
seen any edge cases.
Suck it.
So, yeah, it's up for debate
Good luck.
on whether we're going to keep it or
My
not.
turn.
But,
Oh my word! I think I'm here finally.
Hey, there we go.
Hoorah.
Oh my gosh!
So yes, good call on the center terrain, that you do need 2 inches in front of the door.
I always lose initiative to you, Matt, for terrain placement.
So you still can place it on hills, like that bigger hill there. They could have done that. They just need that 2 inches on each
Right,
side,
you
correct?
need 2 inches yeah, so that makes the center one pretty hard to put underneath a hill underneath them, because you need 2 inches
Yeah.
for each door.
Okay, that's this one.
So,
I'm gonna throw.
but good catch there.
Inside that for IT. Okay, there's 2. And if we can go to the
Big screen.
The one thing I did not catch before, what are the factions for each of these?
So Tommy is playing the Wolves, I believe Clan Wolf. And Matt is playing Dragoons.
Isn't that I don't know. Can Tommy play wolves? I think he's pretty green adjacent here. I don't know. This is
The big question here is, can Matt play something other than Ghost Bear? I have never seen that happen before tonight.
Yeah. A little bit of a switcheroo tonight.
A little bit. All right, well, hopefully I'm back to stay. That was some grisly, nasty technological failures on my end of things. But hey, we wouldn't have a show if we didn't have technical difficulties.
There we go. Yeah, we're always learning and growing. Da-da.
More like the Wi-Fi signal in my the top floor is not terribly great, turns out.
I hear ya. I'm just looking over Tommy's list, and it looks like he has got BA and BA carriers.
Yep. I actually really like Tommy's list. It looks like he's channeling some Mario spirit tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get those mechs out of here. What is this game?
Yeah, if only it was some Hell's Horses instead of Dragoons there. But then he wouldn't be carrying that sweet Warg Assault Battle Armor. Those guys are brutal.
That is actually the first time I've probably seen those. I haven't seen them out here in Colorado yet, so those are beasts.
Oh,
man.
yeah. I've taken these guys at tournaments before. They perform mighty fine. They pack a punch of a mech in a tight little package.
Yeah, you gotta have something that can carry 5, though, so that does... Oh, okay, that's what the bandits are for. Yep.
Bandits, for sure. There's a lot of things that can carry 5 and move quickly. But, yeah, those bandits, you got to pay for them, but they certainly are durable.
Yeah.
With that TMM3 and all that armor.
Yeah.
Just takes one lucky motive hit to take them out, though, really.
With those hovercraft, that's what you're always risking, right? Is that one lucky motive crit.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the opponent E, so, I mean, I know you're happy.
Yeah, I was definitely going to point that out. If you're going to take the opponent, take the E.
Let's see. It looks like on Matt's side, he's rocking the Saxon APCs. So
now, that's something I have not ever run myself.
Yeah, they're similar. They go a little bit quicker, but have less armor and less structure. So, yeah, if you need to get places, looks like they can carry 5 as well. IT5.
6, 7.
He's rocking the Dragoon battle armor. Interesting.
Now, that's one I haven't actually noticed before. I haven't seen these guys. I wonder if they're a new unit or if they've been around. I just have never noticed them.
Yeah, I have not seen them either.
You know, I prefer to use battle armor at short range anyways, so if you're going to use them at short range, why not have 3 damage in that bracket?
Yeah, exactly.
And for only 18 points, that's a bargain.
Yeah, I was just in, we had a local con last weekend, and I was running a Free Worlds League list, and I was using Phalanx. Battle
yeah.
4 at short range, putting them in the rear, doing 5. It was awesome.
Yep, I've taken those guys to tournaments as well. That's from back in the day, though. That was pre-era or faction restriction.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were playing Dark Age, and they fit in, so it worked out.
Nice.
Okay, it looks like we're going, if that's correct, and I think it is, Matt's kind of spreading his forces out here. Tommy's clustering up a little bit.
Yeah, 1 left. He's clinging on to the Wolfen. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes the battle armor so potent is I find clustering up together and really just kind of mobbing a target. You run up fast, blast them with everything you got, and the power in numbers is that best you can do is split fire once, right? So you can only ever target 2 targets.
Yeah.
And if you got 4 to choose from with 2 transports and 2 battle armor, there's just too much to shoot at.
So you're a fan of clustering, kind of taking one side rather than trying to split your forces and grab 1 or 2 or 2 or more at the same time.
As long as you're wary of things like artillery fire, and I know that artillery is kind of left the mainstream of the 350 format, but you still got those, what do they call them, those artillery cards? What do they call those?
Yeah, offboard artillery.
Yeah, the offboard artillery. I've never used those. I don't think, honestly, that I ever will take any of them, but you might have that. If you do that and you cluster them all together as you travel, that's some sweet invitation to target you with a little pipe plate.
Yeah, I think taking the onboard artillery off really diminishes your ability to take out the battle armor, because those battle armor have 3, so you're not going to knock them out with an offboard.
Right. So the one thing though with taking those wargs, because they got the carry, like the carry 5 special, they are internally carried. So if the transport is destroyed, so too are the occupants. Whereas if they were, no, we gotta let the intro happen.
All units proceed to your post assignment.
But then, of course, the mechanized being on the outside, the disadvantage there is if you get hit, they can still be targeted, especially with artillery, so you can do double damage. So pros and cons for both.
Pros and cons. Otherwise, we'd have OP stuff.
Well, we wouldn't want that.
No, we wouldn't.
How many units you got? 6 on the table. I got 5 on the table. Okay, I'll move 2. Yes, sir. Let's get it on. Get it on.
Probably helps that I've been posting on like Reddit and other Discords and
Definitely.
Facebook.
That's a thunderbolt jump right there.
Some comments from the YouTube stream saying that it looks like Matt has more of a balanced list, kind of a general list, and Tommy's going full bore bunkers here.
Oh, yeah. Bunkers has always been my least favorite scenario, honestly. I have always had the hardest time with this one.
Hey, when you put out a challenge, when they come.
Or it's the one that stresses me out the most, at least.
I kind of agree. It's been one of the harder ones for me, and I think first of all it was because I didn't use infantry that often, and so this was the only one where it kind of, you kind of need to play infantry to kind of get the benefit from the low infantry cost, I guess.
Sure.
But and it definitely makes you make a lot of different decisions than a lot of the other scenarios do.
Yeah. Have you ever, so with this scenario, you can destroy the bunkers with targeted damage, just shooting it through the that angle there, which leads to the door.
Correct.
And then you can also drop off infantry, and if infantry can successfully end a round touching the door, then they can enter. And after a full round being inside, the whole thing just gets blown up. Have you ever successfully gotten infantry inside a bunker? Because I haven't.
Oh, you have not?
I have never, ever been able to pull that off.
Yeah, so I've gotten infantry in sometimes, not always successfully when I attempted to do so, but yes. In fact,
I've attempted many times. I've never done it.
Always been knocked out when they
always been knocked out. Yeah, and I always use the strategy with the non-infantry cover. They're always hiding behind somebody.
Uh-huh.
But I have never actually, maybe with very few exceptions, been able to have my infantry get non-infantry cover, because you always got to be able to chase the line of fire directly through the vehicle's base before it gets to the infantry. And somehow my opponent's always able to get a direct bead on my infantry. Somehow.
Well, and that's where I think, you win initiative and you kind of leave that last transport unit that they're going to have a hard time getting to. I think that's where it kind of comes in. Is you get to place last, they're not going to have a good view on things unless they're like placing 3 or 4 units around from different vantage points. But
Is that all you have to do? Win initiative? Is that it?
That's it. Win initiative, roll 12s, done.
Oh, well, problem solved.
Exactly.
Look at this, Becky. Look at this.
I think I win initiative maybe 5% of the time.
Yeah. Difficult to do.
It's the hardest roll.
Yeah, in fact, in this local con here this last weekend, we played bunkers, and we actually, my opponent and I, we both got all of the bunkers destroyed with infantry, and we both destroyed the last bunker of the opponent on the last round. So it actually went to tiebreakers, and it went all the way to MOV, and
Wow.
I barely pulled it out. But yeah, that was kind of crazy for it all to kind of come up to the last moment. It was fun.
Nice.
It looks like Matt's kind of puppy garden middle and his right. Kind of bottom screen there. Let's see. Tommy hasn't really moved too much up yet.
I think he spent the first couple of turns just loading infantry.
Yeah.
A good old classic initiative sync.
Shame on you, Tommy.
Hey, it's a real strategy.
It is.
What battle armor do you have on?
Play the game.
He's got so many
Black Wolf.
Black Wolf.
So the Black Wolf.
It's nice to see we have a little bit more contrast with our units in the map this game. Last week it was very difficult to make out the units, but today I can see them.
Yeah, some of the mats don't lend themselves well to recording the screen. That is for sure.
We've had some discussions about streaming a nice high contrast tabletop, and I like what I'm seeing today.
Let's see. Greg here on the YouTube mentioned that it'll be interesting to see if either player misses having stealth battle armor for the infiltration of the bunkers, because both factions have access to elemental 3s but are not using them.
Sure. Honestly, I haven't seen people use elementals too much.
Yeah.
I've never gone up against them very often. They're usually the other battle armors. And I don't think I've used them since the very first Curl Sisters of Go-Go myself.
Okay.
I mean, they're nice and all, but they are quite expensive, I think, for what they do. They just have all those specials that oftentimes you don't use.
Yeah, I think they're kind of more survival versus actual putting out damage and stuff like that these big boys can do. So
Sure. Yeah, and there's no elemental out there that can just pack a punch of these wargs.
yeah. So what do you think, Diablo? What do you think about the recent errata that allows us to kind of use half of the elemental movement, or at least half of the battle armor movement when they get out? What do you think about that, and how that adds to this particular scenario, right?
Yeah. Oh, that unlocks all sorts of fun toys, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the versatility of being able to move just a little bit.
Echo. Yep.
Be able to surround units a little bit. Well, just imagine the power of, like, for example, a Bandit Hovercraft H. I know they're not using this; they're using the Bandit Clan versions, but the standard versions, the Bandit Hovercraft H has IT-8 and Omni. Imagine clown carring that thing into the battlefield with 3 different infantries in tow, and roll them out, and they move real far, surround a unit that can't jump, and instantly he's locked.
Yeah, I have.
There's all sorts of shenanigans there.
Yeah, I've had one unit get locked on domination, and it was infuriating. But, and it was with the parachute special, so I was so mad.
Oh, fun. Yeah. I particularly like the shenanigans you can do with like infantry in VTOLs.
Yeah.
And being able to drop them onto the map.
Little packages of fun.
Oh, yeah.
I've been thinking about that.
Let's see. Can we identify some of the mechs on the map?
Mount the next turn with a different
Looks
unit?
like I'm gonna say,
Can you?
well,
Can you? Think about that, Judge.
It's a little hard.
I think Thunderbolt is this one down here on Matt's first bunker on the
Dismount a unit.
bunker closest to the bottom there.
Next
Yep, I would say
turn,
so.
a different unit.
Yes.
Is that a Fire Falcon in the middle? I need to look at Matt's list
I
again.
think that's the flea on the bottom left corner.
You can't dismount.
Okay, and then it would be the Firefly is on the middle bunker there.
If you move, drop somebody
Yep,
off,
the Firefly.
and somebody
And then we got the two Saxons
Two Saxons.
with the
Yep.
Dragoons. And then the Victor must be on the hill.
Yep.
before the vehicle starts.
Okay.
Mounting and dismounting has to happen before the.
Now Tommy, on the other hand, just has like doubles of everything. So
Yeah. Besides the opponent, took only one of those.
yeah.
Where's that beautiful thing?
You bring them up. You
Where's my
dismount
baby?
I think that must be. Is that right in the center field? No, that's got a 1 TMM. No, it's got to be one on the top,
On the top.
right. Yeah, that one's got a
Yeah.
3 TMM, so that one's got to be the opponent.
And then he's got the wolf in there in the middle on his deployment areas.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that must be the Ontos right there in the center field.
Yep. Spray
That's a
fire.
beast. That's a beast. Yeah, just compare the amount of damage those two lists do. I like to look at damage at medium range because that's where most of the game
Mhm.
takes place. And Tommy's got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22, hold on. 23 points of damage at medium range. Versus Matt's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 at medium range. 22 versus 13, so almost double.
First bunker would be mine.
Just that medium range bracket alone is going to give Tommy a tremendous advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just looking at the list, it looks like there are a lot of specials on Matt's side that may not be of much use here. A lot of indirect fire.
You can get behind and do extra. Take full front anyway.
Yeah, and just paying for the movement of those Saxons. Pretty high.
Sure. That Firefly is an interesting pick for this mission. It doesn't have Omni, so it can't carry anything. It does have a high TMM, so it's going to get around. And it's going to have some nice speed armor there, but with only 2 damage, I mean, I'm thinking that's at best that thing can just be a harasser.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems like these things could go down pretty quick.
I would think, kind of suspect, if I were running this list, I would probably invest quite a bit in trying to drop off those Dragoon battle armors on a bunker and hope that they survive.
Mm-hmm.
Those Saxons definitely got the speed, and they got the armor too to back it up.
Well, yeah, but you got to win quick, or else you're not going to win.
That's true. Yep, it is a win fast or die trying kind of a list. Whereas I think Tommy's ultimately is the better list for this scenario, just because you've got a tremendous amount of medium range damage and a lot of staying power.
Yeah, I would agree. You're kind of more set for whatever rolls your way. Even if some rolls go against you, you're still got plenty of firepower
Right.
and units.
I don't like the way you're
Yep.
looking at my bunker number 1.
But as far as setup goes, I think Matt's got a pretty fine terrain placement as far as protecting those back 2 bunkers on the left. Really limits the access points and angle of fire.
Agreed. And he's got his Victor up there to at least hit whatever comes close.
Sure. Yeah, once you have to start making terrain elevation changes with vehicles, that really slows you down. Rob Carpenter, where's Ben? Ben is I don't know. He's not here tonight.
He's probably working. He's got
better things to do than us.
Yeah, he's been dealing with some work issues, so maybe that's where he is. Hopefully he's not. Hopefully he's having fun or something.
Out saving lives is what he's doing.
That's right.
With a cape and spandex tights.
I don't know if he would ever admit to anything like that.
Oh, that guy looks good in spandex. Trust me.
Good choice. Firefly does have AMS. So AMS and ECM and stealth.
Gregory Wright says 2 Epona E is the best tank. Plus extra heat from the bandits. Epona E is probably just about my favorite tank.
Like literally, we have to.
Greg
It's
loves
so
anything with the heat right now. He destroyed me with the heat list over the weekend, so
Ah,
the heat master. Okay, so here's another thing, Sean. Do you prefer when you've got battle armor or even infantry riding along? Do you put them on the base of the carrying unit, or do you put them off on the card?
I will typically put them on the card just so that's less visual disturbance.
Uh-huh.
I used to do it where I overlap the base a bit, but I don't know. I'm new. I got too much neuroses to let that fly.
Yeah, over the weekend, I used probably the most battle armor I've ever used, and I was kind of in between. I was like, well, I could put them on the card, and I kind of put them in line with the carrying unit, so you knew where they were, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm totally fine either way. But I think it's interesting to see different people doing different things.
Right. Yeah, it works either way. Ultimately, Gage says on the card! Exclamation mark.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be another good poll for all the watchers tonight. Is where do you put your transported infantry, on the unit or on the card?
Hey, now towards that, I saw some sort of poll go up, and I don't think it went your way, Sean.
You know what? The masses. How often are the masses correct?
I
Be
feel
honest
like if it
now.
had gone differently, you would have gone with the masses. You would have been like, "Oh yeah, the masses for sure."
Yeah. No, that poll was. Yeah, it was an interesting one.
It was
an interesting
close,
one.
though. It was close.
Just shows that people don't really know what's good for them, and they should all be ruled by a powerful overlord, which will tell them what to do at all times. And that can't be me. I'll volunteer
Name
for
is Diablo.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. All right, first firing phase.
So wolfing it is.
See what we got.
Flee to the wolfen.
All right, we've got our good old poker chip. The red means who is shooting. The blue means who is being shot.
Both wolf dice. How about that? These are all skill 3s.
All skill 3.
Except for the Saxons. 3.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look to see what skill changes they did. That makes a difference.
Maybe that's
11.
a little bit why one has more units, one has less.
Oh yeah,
12.
for sure. Okay, so here's some interesting things about Matt's list. So everything's skill 3, except for the Saxons, which only shoot a 0-star at short range. Why didn't he skill those down
Yeah, put them at
to 5 or
something.
6? Or put them both at 6. Just save yourself some PV. Maybe bump up something else, or grab another unit.
Now you can only do 1/6, I believe, or is it 1/7?
Well, no, it's you can only have 2 units cumulatively between skill 2 or skill 6.
So you can do 2 6s.
So you can do 2 6s, 2 2s,
Okay.
or 1 2 and 1 6.
There we go.
Seamus O'Toole, you guys rock. We think you rock, sir, and that is an awesome name.
That is.
I hope that's your real name, even if it's not. Kudos, it's a cool name. Yeah, he should have skilled down those Saxons. Let's see, what would he have saved if he had taken Saxons at skill 6? Saxon APC, I'll look it up real quick.
3, 7, 8.
Probably be like 1 point each or something.
No, they're at 25 at skill 4,
Oh, you're
so
right.
it'll be a couple.
Yeah, it'll be something.
Enough to maybe make the Victor a skill 2, maybe? Saxon APC,
4, 5, 10, 11.
taking it to skill 6. Hold on. I've noticed that the Master Unilist's been running really slow lately.
Yeah, I was doing some stuff earlier, and it was running slow today. So.
Yeah, it's got just so much information on it. Oh,
Some people think it's because they're updating. I don't know.
No,
if
it could
I
be,
believe
could be.
that every time. Yeah.
yeah, it would take it from 25 to 19, so that would have been 12 points saved. He could have done a lot with 12 points.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So if you got a unit that's not going to shoot, why not skill it down? Or skill it up? What do you call it? When you make it a worse skill, do you call it skilling it down or skilling it up?
I call it skilling it. Well, you know, I call it when you make it worse. I call it skilling it down, but the numbers are kind of make that weird, right?
10, 11.
Yeah, right. Making it worse skill. Gregory Wright says he would probably get an off-board sniper or a skill up. Absolutely correct. Yeah, especially going against this list. I mean, 12 points could have gotten him multiple artillery shots to just have at his disposal, or he could have skilled up numerous of his units for that. So I think that was an oversight.
Is there partial cover on that tank from check this shot to the...
But back to skills, looks like Tommy took, well, looks like skill 4 across the board. Yep, skill 4 across the board.
Yeah, he's playing the no kill, don't need to kill, or just use all the dice you got, right?
Right. Here's another thing Tommy could have done. I mean, the same vein. The Black Wolf battle armor, for example, 11 PV. It's only got 1 damage at short range. There's only one thing this guy exists for, and that's to drop him off in a bunker and hope to survive to get into it. That 1 short range damage isn't going to do anything.
Yeah, that's
Why
not
not
in the game one way or another.
Yeah, why not skill that down and do something with those extra points, you know? Even if you could skill it down and just make that Ontos, bump him up to skill 3. Whoa,
Nothing.
that guy would have been... I mean, he's scary already, but making him a skill 3, that would have
I
been
mean, if it was a hover, it would've
straight up
had something.
evil.
Yeah, if you look at the kind of the numbers and the chance, if you skill that up, that's taking units off one at a time every round. So
Oh, yeah.
On that one. No, that's good. Good placement. Victor, or excuse me.
Is he... Oh, no, we got two tags against the Ontos. 2 little chips in his paint.
6, 7,
That's it so far.
12, 13? Impossible. Can I... I'm going to say no shot there.
Gregory Wright's got a good point. He said he touched on it on the Patreon. He mentioned that they
Oh, that's fine.
do make a full 350 list, so yeah, that makes sense. If he had a full 350,
But he's...
why he wouldn't have changed the skills. So yeah, I
sure.
totally agree.
yeah,
Speaking of Patreon, these guys have a Patreon. If you care to contribute, just a few dollars a month would make a big difference. These guys really sacrifice a whole lot of their time and a whole lot of their money to keep this community going to the tournaments. They are not paid to go to tournaments. They do not get any proceeds from that, but they put a lot of money into it to help us all have a good time. So if you have a few spare dollars, please, oh please, join the Patreon and give these guys a little bit of love.
yeah. Contrary to popular opinion, they're not like earning bundles of money for
Absolutely
going
not.
around and helping you have fun. So
Not a bit. Not a bit. I believe the bottom tier is like $3.50 or something like that a month.
yeah, I believe so.
So yeah, check it out. Donate if you can. It would be greatly appreciated.
Then you get to vote on which scenario they play.
There you go.
will force their hand, so they have to do things like bunkers.
Ah, yeah, and then Greg or Gage Veronu, and then you get to critique their lists ahead of time.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10s. Tens to hit.
Yeah, return fire. He's wasting some shots at that Firefly.
Miss.
What do you know? He
that's
missed.
That's not the one I would fire at all.
Tens to hit.
Another bandit to fire.
Who would you be shooting at? It might be his only shot.
Miss.
Maybe so. I mean, I'm almost always the lowest TMM. Let him have it. But in this case, if he's trying to get things off of bunkers, or there's a lot more in this scenario than just kill it up. So
Sure. Okay, we got another. I guess that's just the bandits taking shots there. This is little single shots.
Oh.
Ontos to Firefly.
Ooh, on toast, Firefly.
Here we go. Here comes a pile of dice.
10s, 11s.
hmm
11s to hit.
Big ass.
Did he,
No, sorry, good enough. So.
did he jump to get the jump strong? I wonder.
Yeah, I see the red dice there, so he's got the
Yeah.
4.
Okay. Oh, yep. There we go. Some Valhalla Club dice right there, baby.
All right.
You see 2 hits. I see 1. You got an 11? What? Wait, you got multiple.
Where can I get Valhalla Club dice?
You can go to your local Battletech crack provider, Ares Games and Minis.
For real?
For realsies, you can get them there, or if you are at an event where we're at, you can, waylay us in the alley and take our dice.
He's got 1.
Ares Games and Miniature. That's that company run by that gentleman, Derek King, right?
The man. We love
What a
Derek.
fine fella. He gets his orders out like almost as soon as you make them. Sometimes
Yeah.
even before you make them. They're already on their way. It's that quick.
When you have a problem the week before a convention, a week before a big event, you know where to go. It's Ares Games and Minis.
Ares Games and Minis. Mr. Derek King, the gentleman, he donated 2 kidneys to me. He's the only reason I'm alive. What a gentleman.
Wow.
It's in the bunker, actually, so that should count for a point.
So the Firefly took 2 damage. I mean, that's half of what it's got.
Out the door.
All right, he actually got him.
No, it's coming. Oh, it
That would make me a little more nervous.
I think you were
Although-
hitting on 10s, too.
Yeah. Truth be told, that's also another reason it could exist is so that it's taking shots. I mean, look at all the dice that had to be thrown at it
Sure.
to get 2 hits.
Yeah, distractions are a big part of this stuff. If you want things to survive, you gotta put some distractions out there.
Yeah. I think it's one of the fine nuances of the game is making your opponent have to make choices, but making them make the choices that you want them to make. They're
Sure.
going to shoot at something. Make them shoot at what you want them to shoot at.
Yeah, and especially if it's those high TMM units where, and if they can take a couple hits, that's great. But either way, if they're not really what you need to complete the scenario with, but you can use that to them to waste all their shots on those, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Absolutely.
11s.
That's where I use my Dragonfly. That's if I have a clan list, it's always in there because you get the TMM4 out there and with the jump, and it can take some pounding. So they're firing at it all the time because it's in their backfield or whatnot, and it's a good distraction.
Taking a shot at the victor. Is it I think this is the Epona. Shooting the victor. Probably long range. No, probably not long range. I don't think the Epona has long
No,
range,
it
does
just has
it?
medium, right?
Nope, yeah. Only 2 at medium with 2 heat.
Can you really slow the victor much down more?
Here we go. Let's see if the victor takes some heat.
4, 8, 9, 10s.
Change the hit. Opponent to victor.
You should put cameras on faces. Be like,
I thought about doing that.
Here we go.
Ooh!
Yeah!
is that 1 heat?
That's one damage, one heat.
1 damage, 1 heat. Oh, the intensity of that roll.
Really nice shot.
The spinning dice.
No damage.
Seamus O'Toole says, question, Minnesota players, can we contribute to your Battletech playlist? Oh, are you talking about through the Patreon?
Hey, shout
Or
out
is
to
this
Joe
like
Jensen.
a music that you listen to while you play?
Sure. Oh, Gregory, yeah, you're right. The Epona E does have a long range heat. Just 2 heat.
Initiative.
So yeah, that might have just been 2 heat spots. Yep. Jake Jankowski says, is there a way to play Battletech online?
Initiative Roll is brought to
That
you
would be-
by Ares Games and Miniatures.
Oh, we got an advertisement coming.
More units. And my slow ass victor.
All right, Jake, there is a program called Mega Mech,
Yeah, slow victor.
which is an online classic Battletech simulator.
Free.
At least I can jump and not care.
I don't know much about it. I know they're always getting online on Tuesdays, Tuesday night fight, I believe, and Mr. Brute, Mr. Mario runs that, I believe, most weeks.
It's a good just Java-based program, and it's free. You can just download it. It works well. I mean, it's pretty 2D for everything, but it works really well for Classic. And then for Alpha Strike, have you played on Tabletop Simulator, Sean?
I have not. I know they were kind of putting that stuff together, but I have not tried it.
Yeah, I haven't tried it out yet, but I know they've put a lot of work into it. And I believe there's a channel on the Wolfnet Discord where you can kind of get linked into that stuff as well. So a couple places to play.
There you go. Do you get on Megamech?
I do get on Megamech, so I'm over on the MRC. Is kind of the group that does a lot of Megamech. They do Megamech tournaments every month and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people that play Megamech, and you can play against people all around the world. So like last week, I played against a guy from Australia and a guy from California, and it's a lot of fun. And it's quick. If you want to play Classic Battletech, that's the quickest way to do it is Megamech.
Well, it kind of has all the rules built in too, so you're pretty much it manages all the minutia of rolling on the damage allocation tables, and everything is just kind of built into it, right?
Yeah, and you can turn on and off as many rules as you want. So it's very kind of sandboxy.
Sure. Jake says, "Thank you, and looking to try the game before investing in the miniatures." Yeah, it's a great way to go about doing it for sure. I will say this: so I am a pretty extensive 40K collector. I haven't played tournaments or anything like that, but I've played quite a bit. 40K is a huge investment. I know War Machine's a huge investment. One of the cool things about Battletech, however, is it does not require a huge investment to be able to play. Like, you can get a box, like the Alpha Strike box set, which came out, I think, this last year. It comes with, was it 8 mechs?
No, it comes with 2 Lances of Inner Sphere and 1 Star of Clan, so it's 13.
Oh, 13 mechs. Okay, yeah. So quite a few miniatures, all the rules you need to play. And what did that run total?
Yeah, that's $80 MSRP, so you can catch that on Ares, I think, for a little bit less than that.
I'm going to go to aresminiatures.com and find out.
There you go. Yeah, fantastic beginner box. Battletech has kind of traditionally had a low cost of entry because you can start as with as few units as you really want, and
right.
It's great.
The problem, of course, is that you get hooked and then you spend a lot of money, but you don't have to spend a lot to start.
Yeah, that's our fault, not their fault, right?
Holy smokes! Okay, are you ready for this? So, AresGamesandMinis.com. That's ARIES, Ares Games and Minis. The regular price is $79.99. They're selling it for $59.99.
Ooh, $20 room.
Holy buckets! That's a 30% discount, baby.
Way to go, Derek. That's awesome.
Way to go, Derek. What a gentleman. He just brings joy to the masses.
He gives the people what they want.
What a great guy. But even if you have somebody that has a rule book, you can even start in for less than that. You can just pick up a Lance pack or a Star pack, and those are like about $20. So it's really small investment. Or you can get the Lance of Urban Mechs. I think that's for $20.
Oh man.
And have every single different kind of Urban Mech out there.
What some people want, I'll say that.
Right.
Yeah, and there's even, smaller boxes. There's like beginner boxes out there for $25 or so that come with 2 minis and the classic Battletech rules and a map and stuff like that. So yeah, it's very, very easy to get into kind of on the budget.
You bet.
Tommy does. I have a bunch.
Let's see. We got Matt kind of playing goalie on all of his bunkers, keeping those
bunker blocking.
Yeah, bunker blocking. Yeah, there you go. Keeping those infantry from being able to infiltrate.
Yeah.
I suppose that's what that Firefly is ultimately doing.
But to me, that's kind of contrary to what he's got his list set up to do, because if he wants to keep them out, that's going to lead to a longer game where he's going to absorb the damage, and then he'll run out of units.
Yeah, absolutely. I have noticed this about Matt's playing style. He's a very defensive player. In games like or scenarios like this, I mean, you can afford to be slightly defensive, but you have got to be primarily offensive.
Yeah, this is a game. This scenario, especially in the among the 8, you have to do at least a little bit of both. You have to have some
Sure.
aggression, because you have to put at least some damage on those bunkers, or you will lose, because
Yeah.
they're going to be pushing into yours no matter what. So
Right. Yeah, just imagine if he spends the entire time defending his bunkers, all he's got to do is do 1 point of damage. And if the game's over, he wins. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta push some kind of forward assault to get some damage on those opposing bunkers.
Yeah, and you can't wait all day to do it either, because you don't get through too many rounds in this scenario.
There's still room then, right? Still room to jump. Anything?
Matt's asking Tommy, so you're saying there's a chance?
So you see, there's a chance. I see we got our battlefield smoke going again today.
It does create the battlefield ambiance. I do.
That is
I
a
do
nice ambiance.
I'm not a smoker myself, but the ambiance it creates is great. I love it.
Yeah, you have to get a fog machine or something.
Yeah, that's what I think Battletech at big events really needs, is a fog machine and LED lights for like the lasers lighting up and stuff. That'd be so awesome.
Right. Oh yeah. Why not? Chris, hey, how's it going, Hesby? Nobody's winning yet. We're taking predictions.
Yeah, what are, I guess, predictions? We've kind of leaned a little bit towards Tommy.
I think Tommy's got this hands down. I mean, he's got the superior list. Matt's playing defensively. I think he's going to start having some units fall pretty quickly here, and then we're going to see probably a pretty rapid takeover. Is what I'm predicting.
Yeah, there's already kind of like the Tommy swarm is on its way. Seamus, I as well probably own every model that CGL offers, but man, I can only paint so many, so I need to get through a whole bunch more before June, when the next batch comes in.
How well, you don't have to say online, but with the number of winks, how many hundreds of dollars did you spend on the Kickstarter?
Where's my wife? Where is she?
All right.
It's over 10.
Oh, over $10. Wow.
Yeah. Went big on that. That's okay.
However, I'm going to leave a small gap. So if anything does go in there, it won't be base to base.
Good declaration. Good.
Is that
Seamus.
a Mr. Ben that has joined us?
What?
There he is.
Mr. Ben, welcome to the show, sir.
Around for the recording stream, man, it's been a shit show of a week.
I'm just saying.
Oh, no.
Saxons up
You're on right now, my friend.
I can't. I'm not even barely coherent, man. I worked a few hour day today.
All right.
You were asked after.
Yeah.
Yep. People are asking, where's Ben?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a call this week. I've worked 11 days straight, aside from Genghis Khan. The one day me and Matt got to get together.
That's
Yeah.
right, I know.
So,
The one day.
Correct.
yeah.
How'd you do in the con?
I was middle of the pack, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I just threw some shit together just in case they needed a body to
Right.
even some scores out, and got to play Charles, so that was cool.
Yep. The mandatory.
I have never played a game against Charles.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
It's because he's
Always
always
looks like
playing 10,
it.
that's why.
Right. I think they're pulling some shenanigans to make sure they play each other.
Yeah, this cryodeck system, I don't know about it.
We hacked it a
feels
while
tampered with.
Yeah.
back. Yeah, man.
Bourbon decided to throw up? Yeah, he did.
Bourbon's online, baby.
Just for a few minutes. I'm gonna get out of here though, because I gotta go to bed, man.
Ah. Why sleep when you can comment on Battletech?
Exactly.
It's been I think I've gotten. I haven't stopped working since last Friday. So.
Well, you work too much, dude.
Well, when
You need to start
people
slacking.
People are dumb. I'm not trying to be an overachiever.
Yeah, when you oversee people, there's problems.
People that carry guns that like to do dumb things.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Is it a plus
Yeah.
2 or a plus 1?
Plus two.
Well, you guys have a good stream. Tell everybody I said hi, and I'll.
Yeah, you bet, man.
You might find out
I'll,
that you
I'll
don't-
be in
too,
next
Ben.
Thursday.
Yeah, you get some good sleep. We'll see you next week.
All right, sounds good. Good luck, guys.
Peace out. Yeah, so Matt, how'd you do at that con?
I came in at second actually, so
All right.
it went pretty well. I just took a list that I kind of threw together of stuff I already had painted. I didn't really have too much time to prepare, but it worked out okay. All my games came down to like almost to MOV each time. Really, it was super close games. So
Sweet.
yeah, really fun to have those instead of getting blown out. Yeah,
Is this a Saxon that just dropped off some infantry?
that's what.
Yeah, that's a Saxon that just dropped off some infantry into Tommy's bunker.
Well.
Well, he's got a
Yeah.
Ontos right there.
Yeah, something. One of those units is going to get deleted.
Well, he's going to be shooting though infantry. He's got to.
I would assume so.
Even with infantry cover, he's got to.
Yeah.
Or non-infantry cover.
What is it? Non-infantry.
I think it's called non-infantry cover.
Non-infantry cover, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a +3 to
He did.
the modifier there.
Okay, there you go. Oh, Tommy. Yeah.
So yeah, second place. Who took first?
Greg, who's online, who's watching right now.
Okay.
So he took first at LVO, and he took first at our local con here. He's been throwing the heat around, and it
Okay.
people are learning to do things, try and avoid or deal with heat. So
All right.
yeah.
Well, looks like he might be the next person to beat here. That's
Yeah,
the
I
problem,
think so
Greg. Is
right
you
now.
you start sticking your head out and winning tournaments, and people are going to start targeting you.
Yep.
Unit, as long
Yeah.
as
As long as they move an inch.
an inch. So you started in
What you're saying is
right.
you
Over there.
deployed over
That's what
here.
we were talking about last week. Is that maybe heat units might get the next rule of 2.
Such a fickle little.
That's,
Oh.
yeah, that's a.
Who was saying that?
Okay, that's
We were just chatting with Ben. Ben and I were talking about it just because you get so many heat units out there, and it kind of limits what. Well, it doesn't necessarily limit, but it makes it difficult to bring vehicles or infantry or things like that. They can kind of get auto deleted
Sure.
by those.
You know, I've played heat
I guess that's
intensive lists,
if you wanted to.
and it never really did as much as I wanted it to.
It says at the end of the movement.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I
I
thought
don't
until
know.
Greg
I don't know.
until Greg perfected it. He made it
Oh.
like the souffle of heat lists.
All right, flambe.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I suppose there's right ways and wrong ways to do it.
Greg plays well as well, so yeah, all skill to him. He did a great job. So,
Sure. Well, that's why I took first.
yep. As Greg says, that just means it's time to switch to one of my narc 40+ damage turn lists.
I smell spam.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got
What do we
couple
got over
of
there
bandits
now?
that still got to move, and we got another Saxon that still needs to move. This is still just turn 2, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
My goodness, we only got
Well,
40
maybe-
minutes left.
Yeah.
No, they've only had one shooting phase. So this is just round 2, and we're already at only 38 minutes to go.
Yeah.
They are
that's-
playing slow.
Well,
Coach,
yeah,
Coach, you there?
they're thinking.
Coach, you there?
Yeah.
Tell them to speed up. Is this round 2?
37 minutes left
Yeah.
in the round.
Yeah, I'm sensing some slow play here, Tio. Come on.
Yeah, we got some slow play going. They're stalling. That's the Wolven there.
It's freaking too far.
He's moving. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong feed.
He's trying to get his other Saxon over to the other bunker with the 20 inches. I think it's too far.
Well, you could sprint and do it, but then you wouldn't be able to unload.
Yeah, so it doesn't really. I mean, you could sprint over to behind something and then pop out
Sure.
next turn, but
Yeah, but Tommy's still got those two bandits to move, and all you got to do is just sneak them around to wherever that guy went, and those wargs will make quick work of them all.
one of the things I really like about Tommy's Ontos there is that's the true guard rather than, I mean, because it throws so many dice. I mean, I like the Victor, but it's only 4 dice, so
Oh, sure.
That's still going to be pretty hard to delete infantry that pop into your bunker there.
Right, and just look how perfectly he positioned his terrain with his Ontos.
Uh-huh.
Almost nothing can draw a line of sight on it. Those tanks
Yeah,
being only shorter than a level 1 terrain, you can hide them anywhere. It's so good, so good.
Yeah, I use the poor man's Ontos. I use the SRM carrier is what I generally used, and then you could skill it up, and it's still only 32 points. So
Yep. I run those guys all the time.
yeah.
In pairs, though. I don't ever take them single.
Oh, in pairs. Okay, yeah, that would be uber deadly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, looks like everything's getting worked up over on that one bunker over there.
So I'm curious as to why the Wolven jumped to get where it was.
Yeah,
This-
'cause he's not going to get. Well, not gonna
Well, I
get
suppose it's short
destroyed.
range, so he can still just plan on getting some clean shots at short range. I suppose it's still worth taking that jump penalty to do that.
Yeah, +2, it means you're shooting like you're at medium range.
So 4, 5, 6 for jumping, 7 for battle armor, and he wouldn't get the non-infantry cover because he's not shooting through the base there. So yeah, 7's to hit short range, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
That's just a Wolven. What's it shooting 2 at short range?
Let's see.
1 at short range. Okay, 1 shot. Might be the one that counts though.
Yeah, well, against battle armor it wouldn't be. Well, unless it's the.
Well, yeah, he's just
the
running
last
the Dragoon battle armor, and that stuff's not. I mean, it's only got 3
yeah.
points total. That's the one thing I've never gotten is why do they put armor on infantry?
I don't know.
It has no rules. Just make them structure, people. Just make them structure.
Yeah, or change that. The whole box there. Change it to be different on the battle armor ones.
Sure.
I mean, because obviously you can change the card. Like the vehicles don't have a heat bar just because the mechs do. So
Right. But vehicles do have armor and structure versus
do,
structure
yeah.
rules, whereas
Exactly.
infantry does not have armor versus structure rules. So there's no reason to have it
Separate.
listed as armor. Yeah. There's no reason to separate it out.
Space with a thunderbolt.
Maybe in a future. Maybe that's what they're updating on the MUL right now.
they're changing that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Your turn. Tommy will get me on damage, not a bunker.
It
Man,
might just
they're
get through 3 rounds in this game.
I know it. This is going to be a very
Opponent's just a hit.
small number of rounds for this game tonight.
If I had FR.
But I don't think there's still any damage to bunkers yet.
No, there's not. So if Matt gets his infantry into that bunker, next round blows it up, and Tommy doesn't get anything on these bunkers, Matt may win this thing.
That's true. That is true. And that's what we talked about the first was that's the only choice he has is to push hard, try to blow up a bunker with an infantry. With that list, that's the only thing he could do.
Yeah.
So let's see. That Ontos got 7 to shoot. I believe that's going to be medium range.
Yep.
It does not look like that Ontos held still this turn. I see a white dice there. So it'd be skill 4, 5, 6 for range, 7, 8, 9 for non-infantry cover, and 10 for battle armor. So it should be 10s to hit with the Ontos, 7 shots. And then a single shot at skill 7, well, 7 to hit for the Wolven.
You need 2 out of the Ontos.
2 from the Ontos, hopefully 1 from the Wolven.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, that's going to be some tight odds there.
Right. You're gonna not even get through this firing phase.
That's why bunkers is a fickle. Bunkers is a fickle.
But I would just rush that middle bunker and take that Firefly off of it.
Right.
Get your stuff in the way and then hope you lose initiative.
Gregory Wright, got to put them on a chess clock. That's a good suggestion. 20 seconds to make a move.
Yeah.
Speed Alpha Strike.
It'd be interesting to see it play that way. That'd be kind of interesting. I could see that as kind of a fun side game at an
Right.
event or something.
New tournament format.
Yeah. Huh. I guess he's not too afraid because he's assuming the Ontos is going to be firing at the other battle armor. Oh,
That's
There
his
it
only
is.
choice. That's his only
there it
choice.
is. He can move it. He moves the battle armor in because of that new errata.
Ah,
Is it far enough on? I can't tell, but that may be good enough for him.
Your dice are not down yet.
well, no, he's got his Thunderbolt puppy guarding that one.
Crazy.
Hey, the game where we did
So we can't move the battle armor in, but he can take some shots at it.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the battle armor trying to move all the way into Tommy's other bunker.
Oh, Tommy's other bunker. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, where
Oh, I
it got close, but I don't think he's close enough to get in this round.
Oh, a bunker. If I don't get
That gives that Ontos another decision. Do I shoot the one that's about to go in, or do I shoot the other one that's about to go in?
Yeah, yeah, if it's close enough,
it, grab one.
because it just has to be on the bunker
I lost initiative.
marker, right?
You have one more unit, don't you?
They move?
The base of the infantry has to touch the door.
The one
On the
one set
templates.
can move 3 inches.
So it actually has to touch the physical door space, like the
It has to be in base
line.
contact with that, flat line which
Yeah.
represents the
And
door.
it definitely does not look like that's where it is right now. So
No, I don't think so.
yeah.
Fine, look at this pile up on the
One,
Oh man.
lower left. I mean, we got, what do we got? 2 wargs,
I was gonna say that.
2
just put
bandits, and then it's a little fuzzy. I can't tell what mech that is, but it's one of the mechs.
It is not the Victor.
you'll understand.
No, it's one of Tommy's. Is that the? No, he's only got one
Yeah, he's only got the Wolfen, right?
Wolven. That's got to be.
They have 3 armor, 2 structure.
No, what is that? I can't tell what that one is.
Guy with an ease.
Isn't that the Thunderbolt right there in the
Let's-
bunker spot?
That's Matt's Thunderbolt. What's the mech that Tommy's got there?
Oh.
Base to base?
Yeah, the dark colors of some of the units there are making it. But
Yeah.
it's the gray one, right?
Wolven's there, so that's not the Wolven.
How
Mhm.
far do they move?
Oh, it must be a Callisto battle armor.
Jump?
Yeah, how far can they jump?
16.
Yeah, that's got to be the Callisto battle armor.
Yeah.
That's the only other thing that I'm not seeing.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you must be right.
Alright, I'll go first.
Uh-oh.
My Ontos is gonna fire at this guy.
Oh.
Tommy?
Yep.
Oh, declaring
Yeah, don't forget.
So he's taking the non...
non-infantry cover there, and does it matter there?
Nope.
Nope.
7, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What was that now?
Goes the Ontos. Not the best. of those.
Ontos. Oh, Ontos shooting at that one.
Yeah, interesting choice.
Oh,
4, 5, 6, 7.
I think that's a mistake.
I think so as well. We'll see if that comes back to harm Tommy here.
How's he planning on dealing with the other infantry that's about to enter his bunker?
4 damage.
Dead.
Yep, that takes that guy out. But
Behind this guy.
What about the other Dragoon battle armor? Let's see.
Okay.
Marking all the damage.
Huh.
Let's get something different.
What else does he have to shoot with?
Wolfen
Over there.
The other guy, 4, 5, 6,
Battle line?
7.
Focus.
Come on, coach.
You guys took 40 minutes to move.
All right, Wolven shooting Dragoon.
Is his opponent over there as well?
I think the opponent's right there in the middle,
8's to hit.
next to the Firefly.
4, 5,
Oh, yeah.
7 BA.
Ooh, the spinning dice.
8, 9 for the movement. Right?
8's.
8.
So they got a 1 TMM plus 1 for BA, 4 for skill,
4.
2 for jump.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, correct.
2 damage.
2 damage to the other Dragoons. Not dead yet.
1.
Oh, what else do you have to shoot with?
2. You need one more. What's the other unit that's up there?
You can get him.
I can't really see.
I can't. I don't have any more shots.
He doesn't have any shots at him.
Good thing.
Yeah, no more shots there.
Yeah, he should have shot with that Ontos. That was a mistake.
So,
Shot placement.
oh well.
Because you had one more round to shoot that other Dragoon.
Yeah, so now Tommy's got to hustle and get some
Some damage.
on those bunkers.
All my guys over there are going to fire at the bunker.
Yep,
Okay.
that's what you got to do now.
Kill it, Tommy.
4, 8,
They're all auto hits pretty much.
But yeah, I don't think you can miss it.
13, 14.
Over here.
Just everyone.
Does heat count against bunkers?
Yes.
Nope.
Nope, they are heat resistant.
Oh, I didn't see Beauville sign on.
We thought everything, man.
12, 13,
Well,
14. 14 damage to bunker 3.
That ain't bad.
I gotta figure out how to do bunker damage. Ooh, I bet I can do that.
There's 14 damage. Okay. Next shot.
Text.
Looks like a little Falcon conflict in the YouTube chat there.
Wolfen.
Which Jade Falcons are you gonna be?
Got all these.
Opponent's gonna shoot the
Firefly.
My bad.
yeah,
Beauville, just hop on the chat.
You got one structure, one.
Don't watch on YouTube. Hop on.
Okay, and it's in the rear, so it's an extra damage.
Next.
And are you shooting damage or heat?
Both.
And that one pip may win Matt the game.
I think it will.
At this point, it's going to.
I don't think so.
I don't know what coach is doing with the giant 14, but
What are we shooting at?
oh, 14 damage. Okay.
Sorry. God
Opponent firepower?
More Jade Falcons in this chat than alive on Terra.
damn it.
Is that missile? No.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I just want
Alright.
fast stuff to survive.
Go ahead. Tell me now.
Jeepers. Everything's based. Does any of these have damage?
None of
No,
them
man.
have.
He has other than his Ontos has damage.
Can't see the Ontos.
I think we're calculating 23 minutes to go at the end of round 2.
Wolf
Jeepers
shoots,
creepers.
A little slow.
Yeah.
Welcome, Sir Tom.
Okay, Gray boys. Has 3 armor, 2 structure.
Thunderbolt to who?
The gray,
Oh, we're still shooting. I thought they were done shooting.
the ward.
Yeah, I think Matt's returning fire.
One of the set of wards.
Okay.
What do I have? 5.
So we did 14 points of damage to the bunker. That's still not even 1 point. So
Nope.
3 plus 1? 4. Nothing.
You stayed, so it should be -1.
That's
Everything
correct.
hit.
Everything hit.
5.
It's dead.
Thank you.
barely. If you
Warg down.
5, it killed everything because that's what it has.
Some beefy boys.
See, that's the kind of spot you want to drop an artillery shell right there.
Oh man, that would be glorious. I'd even do that if I had a unit in there.
Yep, it'd be totally worth it.
Oh, for sure.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah.
You're about to get fragged.
3, jump 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for heat, 9, 10, 11. Yep.
11 from Victor to Epona.
Victor to Epona.
Okay.
Whiff.
I can't see
This
the
is why you take an Epona.
Yeah, exactly.
It was 1 pip on an Epona E that cost me a tournament win once.
This was the LVO match, the first LVO?
Ooh, this was a Rumble on the River.
Oh, Rumble on the River, okay.
Rumble on the River. Yeah, Mr. Ron over in Wisconsin. He had an Epona E that I could not kill.
Roll your dice in case of auto.
He had 1 pip period left in his entire forces. And had I tabled him, I would have gotten that 1 extra objective. And at the end of the tournament, I was tied for objectives with the guy that won, and he slightly edged out on me with MOV.
Oh, man.
So literally
It
1
would-
pip was the difference
yeah.
between me taking first and second.
Those opponents are
Glorious.
deadly.
Hey, it's Bovee.
Those opponents are deadly, man. They are just a tough tank. It's for anybody that plays those. Then you just hate to see them in your opponent's list.
Oh, yeah.
They can hang around after they should be gone.
Frank Turner says, last time I dropped an RD in a fur ball like that, I killed 4 of my own Protomex. No regrets.
That's awesome.
Put that on a t-shirt, man, or a mug.
For sure, yeah.
Let's put that on a mug.
Jesty's asking if those are new bunker STLs. I do believe so. I think someone somewhere came out with new STLs. They might be on. I'm forgetting who it is right now. Hardware Studios, maybe.
I do not know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine looking prints.
Power of the internet.
I know Ares has them. I forget who prints them. I'm blanking on the name, but I know Ares has them for sale.
Would that be Ares Games and Miniatures run by Mr. Derek King?
The very same.
The very same.
And Justy, yes, I just looking at Hardware Studios site. Yes, that is the new, brand new. I think it's one of their newest sets. Is the Alpha Strike 350 Objectives Pack. So you can get all of the files to print out your own. It even has flags and all the different objective templates and stuff. So, and has those new bunkers.
There you go. Available at hardwarestudios.com. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Hardwarestudios.com, baby. Look at us promoting capitalism in the 31st century.
If it makes your board look better and you can have more fun playing, that's what we're here about. Right?
There you go.
They're not using it in this game, but the King of the Hill template that they make is phenomenal. I mean, it's just it adds to the game, like you said.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it.
The Firefly shoot?
Did BA can shoot at the Wolfen.
Okay.
I think Tommy was trying to explain his decision to use the Ontos to fire at that battle armor, but I just don't know what rationale he had there.
It wasn't wise.
Roll, I have BA on me.
And yes, our latest sponsor there, Hextech, is from a local Coloradan. Thunderhead Studios designs those, and they are fantastic. Love to have those on the board.
Yeah, I've got a few of those. sets myself, the big city terrain packs, and they're glorious.
Did you see the latest one? I thought it was very Minnesota appropriate.
I have not.
So he
Tell me
just
more.
previewed it this year, and it has 2 large buildings and a skywalk between, and that's what I think of as Minneapolis skywalks. You know, between buildings, so people can stay warm.
There you go. They write songs about the skywalk.
I think it's magnetized too, like so you can put it in there or take it out.
Exactly. Yep.
Is that hextech.com?
That is Thunderhead Studios.
That's also Thunderhead Studios.
Yeah, Thunderhead Studios. But you can buy them from Ares Games and Minis as well. Several other places, but yeah.
I have the road sets; those are amazing. Like
They make boards look so nice. I agree.
Yeah,
I'll move 2 first.
it's the best roads I've seen.
I am perusing right now, looking for the skywalk.
Just previewed, I think 2 days ago. I don't even know if it's on his site.
Scrolling.
Oh yeah, if you go to thunderhead-studio.com, go down just first kind of it says weather report. Got the preview of them.
Weather report?
Weather report.
Oh, yeah, there it is right there.
Yep.
Oh, looks just like downtown Minneapolis
Yeah,
in the
that's what it
31st century.
reminded me. Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to have to get one of those right now.
There you go. I don't think you can buy yet. It's just a preview.
Okay.
He has to do 1 point of damage.
If only I had a preview price. I don't see a
I
preview
thought
price.
Ares
Yeah.
Ares has them listed. I don't know if he's got them for sale yet, but I think he had them
Probably
listed.
not. Yeah.
Maybe it'll have a price. I'll take a look.
I like what Gage said here. I really want a T-shirt of an Irby with a no regrets tramp stamp. That's pretty good.
There you go. That's fantastic.
Gage also mentioning that he sends his wife links to Hex Tech stuff. That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, per Ares Games and Miniatures, the Hex Tech Trinity City Binary Towers, retail price $35, their price $28.
Oh man, way to go, Derek.
Looks like it comes with 2 towers and a skywalk in between.
For that price, Sean, you should get 2 and give 1 to a friend.
I could do that. I could do that.
A friend named Tom.
I mean, I'm not suggesting anybody, but it would, save on shipping if you got 2.
You bet it would. Round 3 with 14 minutes left to go. Looks like we've just unloaded some infantry into one of Matt's bunkers.
By the way, they're
It still could go either way.
It could, depending on damage done here, because Tommy can take out that lower bunker, but we'll see how much time they take up.
Right.
Because you need time to do another round for this infantry to really take effect.
And this is where I think Matt's list is going to kind of fall short a little bit. He doesn't have enough firepower to focus on a couple of different targeting areas. He's got to get... I'm assuming that infantry in the middle bunker there is... what is that? That's got to be... It can't be a warg. That's got to be the Callisto.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's got to be the Black Wolf battle armor.
Oh, yeah, because it's coming.
Yeah, because it's on the Wolven. So the Wolven dropped off the Black Wolf battle armor. Oh no, it could have been the Callisto, but I think it's the Black Wolf battle armor. But he's got to destroy that one, whatever it is. And he can't afford to walk away from the bunker that's had 14 damage already.
Well, I think either way, no matter what it goes in that bunker, it's going to go down, right?
That's
So
true. That's
might
true.
as well
He could walk away
that.
from there. Yeah, get that thunder. What is that? The thunderbolt. Get that thunderbolt out of there to go shoot that infantry in the other bunker to prevent that one from going down. That's what I would do. Oh, I like how he's put the damage next to the bunker. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that helps out.
lost all audio from their side.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're just very deep in thought.
Maybe they are.
You don't even pick them up. They're dead.
See, when Goolsby streamed these shows or ran these shows, there was some background music to fill in the gaps. But I guess we could feature some beatboxing from Tom. You wanna throw us a rhythm?
You know, there's a joke there, but it's definitely not that I have rhythm. It's more importantly, like you got 14 damage to the one bunker, split fire on the center bunker from where you're at, take both out at the same time, or fire across to the far one if you can get line of sight. Hopefully take out both bunkers in one turn.
Right.
So, and keep as a dedicated wolf player, keeping that wolfen alive for like 70 minutes is something to marvel at, because I can never do that.
Let's see. I think that was the flea moving back. Take some shots.
Yep. Tommy's
that
just gonna
infantry.
put as much in as he can.
Time to commit. Yeah, interesting that it took like an hour for anything to happen, and now quite a bit is happening.
They realize they got to move now.
Yeah. Time to boogie.
You load on the. I gotta look that up.
I can make it.
Tom, what do you think of these lists that they're playing with tonight?
I always love a good clan wolf list, so you can't really beat that. I like the Warg battle armor, especially with the new 250. I mean, they were almost unusable because of their cost in a 200 point. I mean, they're just a great battle armor. I think you open up the use of a lot of that stuff. As Sean pointed out earlier, drop an artillery shell right there by that bunker and it would wreck this game. Kind of not going to miss artillery at all.
Yeah.
Like I refused to use it all along, but I'm definitely not going to miss it. But I do like, the adjustments they've made, some of the play testing that's been done. I think it's going to open up some of the options for battle armor more. And, obviously this scenario is probably the one that benefits the most from having battle armor be more usable. So, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I like both lists. I think it's, for me personally, I might have had one or at least one tanky unit that I don't think either list really had. But yeah, I would have. I like. To me, these both look like attacking lists. Like they're meant to go after the opponent's bunkers and not just play defense. So
That's how you got to play
it.
That's the only way to play the scenario. You got to be aggressive.
Yeah, other than the Ontos, I think you're definitely spot on where there's a lot, there's good mobility, lots of battle armor.
And a lot of medium range damage. What did we say, 24? Is that what we counted up? 23, 24, something like that?
Right? Yeah.
For Tommy, yeah.
Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up.
23. 23.
You throw a Direwolf and a Nova out there, you're at 14 on your own.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, I always like to build a list to try to maximize my medium range damage bracket. That's where most of the action happens.
Well, yeah, and the 350 for sure. That's almost, you're at medium range pretty much walking on the board, so.
Yeah. But I do find that when I go against an opponent that's got some nice long range heat, that's quite annoying for me. Especially if I can't shoot back.
Yeah, especially, like those, the opponent that has like the long range heat without the damage, then it's really deadly to your infantry and vehicles, so.
The Saxon took a run for it. He's ditching the infantry that's in the bunker. I guess
1, 2.
Might
safe to assume that this is the last round, I assume.
Probably.
And it has RCA. Well, I don't know what RCA is.
Now that's one little nuance to this game too that new players might not know. So when you're going to destroy a bunker via infiltration, they have to spend an entire round in that bunker. And the end of the following round is when they come out and the thing goes boom. So if you end the game with that infantry still in the bunker, it does not go boom. It has to spend the next round.
Yeah, it doesn't help you to have the guys in unless you got enough time for them to go boom.
Reactive armor.
Okay, and that does.
Reduces damage from attack using the artillery bomb or MSL special abilities.
Frank Turner says nobody respects the fire-resistant special. I think with some of the heat lists that have been used in the last little bit here, I think the problem has been there's not enough units that have that special to make a whole list of it. So
I know one of the iron holds has it, but I don't know anything else specifically that has it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't played up against enough people that play heat to really think about that special much. Let me just look it up real quick on master unit list. FR, I believe, is the fire resistant.
I believe so.
78 units have fire resistant special.
Yeah, and that's spread across all
5
areas
battle
of
mechs
action.
and 73 infantry.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, like in the salamander or other.
Let's see. Yeah, we got Afrits, elementals, golems, iron holds, like I said, the Onis, the Resgates, the salamanders, like you said,
5 minutes left to
and the
go.
Stormbirds. Those are the ones with fire resistant.
So would that just mean they don't take the additional damage, right? Because battle armor don't take heat, they take extra damage as heat. Would that just mean they don't take the additional damage?
Let me look up the rule.
Nope, but it can do 2 damage, which will give me a point.
I left my book upstairs with my laptop. Hey, you should bring the book with me. The laptop that failed me at the beginning of the stream.
Gauge from the YouTube stream. Yeah, I feel like the same, because since you can shoot through units, there's no reason for Matt to stay around his own bunker. He should have just gone for doing damage on Tommy's bunker.
Correct. Yep.
And then we'll see what the dividends show up.
Everybody moved?
Hold on.
Yellow?
9 infantry cover.
Attaboy.
Fire resistant. Units with this ability are not affected by infernos or other weapons that generate heat.
Whatever you
If the heat-causing weapon deals damage in addition to causing heat, that damage still applies.
So the
So yeah, it's
opponent to
basically
the-
they're immune to the heat damage.
The opponent to the Thunderbolt.
Can you choose more than one?
So that means that these mechs that carry fire resistant don't take heat from heat weapons.
choose as many as you want.
Yeah, and you said there were no vehicles with fire resistant. It was
There's
just
no vehicles. There's 5 battle mechs and 73 infantry.
So that opponent, all right.
yeah. 'Cause I think that's a lot of people when they start getting into combined arms. Here is that those are, of course those are the two, right? Your battle armor and your vehicles. So
Hold on.
if your vehicles are still susceptible to being destroyed, then your battle armor kind of loses its ability for movement in a way.
Sure.
Ooh, that's true.
Man, look at that pile up.
I feel like that is a thing.
This is the only one, right? Base to base with that?
Let's see.
Yeah.
I think you have to be base to base. 'Cause otherwise
One of the mechs that has the fire resistance is the Ebony.
So,
That's a Capellan
Wolfen's the only one that
mech.
can,
I don't know if you've ever looked at that mech before, but that's one that almost compels me to play Capellan.
Those are the next
The Capellans certainly have a lot of interesting technology, but they're Capellans,
Yeah,
so
but I
Yep,
didn't
yep.
use it, though.
Particularly like the Ebony 10.
affect the shot.
I make sure it didn't cheat.
what is
It's a
that?
size 1. It's a size 1
Yeah,
mech,
it didn't affect the
movement
shot.
of 20 inches, so TMO of 4. But it's got melee and TSM. So that puppy can run all the way across the screen and with all the way across the map and punch somebody for 3 damage with that melee and
You get
TSM.
behind
So
them
you got
because
the
you're
yeah,
running 20.
yeah. You get behind him, punch him for 4. That guy's a monster. He's also got stealth, so he's harder to hit midfield. So yeah, that mech alone makes me want to play Capellans.
They certainly do have a lot of TSM units, especially in the later eras, I think. So
Multiple bunkers, is it?
you want to get up and personal, up in people's business, that's the way to go.
15 points done to.
Reach out and touch somebody.
The only issue is if you're in melee range, you're losing your stealth ability.
Yeah, for a mech for sure.
Shoot 'em up.
But that would just be fun. I mean, it's
Yep. And what are we doing if we're not doing it for fun, right?
right.
One minute and 25 seconds to go.
So you got technically
For every 15 points of total
Man.
damage, one player receives one objective.
correct. So far you got.
Tommy's got it if he can survive this firing.
Put a die down so we keep track.
He put those Saxons, I see, brought those Saxons in for that sweet, sweet 0-star at short range.
Yeah.
Maybe this is where that skill 4 will pay off.
Tommy just needs 15 damage on that bunker and he wins.
That's the fun
Yeah.
part, like, I want you to. Because your BA transfer.
That reminds me of another
My BA, this was
tournament. This one, which one was this?
This is not your bread and butter game, I can tell you
not
that.
my bread and
I don't remember if it was for a win or for a tournament win, but it was I was playing against Sam,
You guys are so worried about
and it was the headhunter scenario, and he had one of his commanders was a Xanthos. It was the jumping Xanthos that has the TMM of
your own head.
3 and 1,000,000 armor and structure. That thing was impossible to kill.
7,
And right at the end of the game,
7 damage going
it had
forward
only
towards
one
the
structure
10
left,
steps.
but I had a transport that had a 0-star.
Ontos to Thunderbolt.
And I took that shot, and it was an 11 to hit, and I hit.
Oh,
But then you have to roll that. Then you have to roll that second dice where it's like 1, 2, 3 doesn't deal damage, and the 4, 5, 6 does deal damage. That one die roll was probably the most stressful die roll that I've done ever.
And wait, did you get it?
I did get it. It was the last moment turnaround. Otherwise, Sam was just destroying me.
Now I see. I think you talking about units that won't die and running Phoenix Hawks 2Cs all the time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Thunder.
Conflict of interest here.
30.
So one
No, you-
thing that I've thought about is what if there was a rule on who could be the commander? Like it had to be your highest PV or something. What would
Sure.
you think about that? Because I think like choosing these super high TMM but really cheap units, I don't know, kind of makes it not a commander really.
Well,
Somebody get a tattoo of that.
I believe in the modern military,
5, 6.
the commanders aren't usually in the most expensive kit. They're usually in something backfield, calling the shots. They're actually not being shot at all.
Maybe.
I could see that, but in the Battletech realm, it's always like, oh, in the Atlas. because-
Look at this spin.
What the heck is going on?
Come on. It's a 1.
Oh, all that for a
Yeah.
one.
I'm a Thundi.
Yeah, I like having options. And I think that's one of the great things that the 350 format does is it has a format to abide by, but ultimately it gives you a lot of choices to make.
That it does.
A lot of flexibility.
And that's part of the force creation part, right? Is
Yeah.
you have that ability to choose your commander and a lot of other things for sure.
Yeah.
Snake eyes.
A lot of spinning dice tonight.
Yeah. They got to work on their dice technique.
Kona to the Thunderbolt. 4,
I think
5,
they're
That's
just finishing
time.
out this round. Yeah, right.
Yep, that's time. So this is going to be the end.
2 damage to the Thunderbolt.
Almost nothing has been destroyed this game. Only 3 rounds.
Holy fuck.
Bunch of high TMM. Bunch of whiffs.
Structure left. Keep rolling.
Yeah, very little stompy, stomp, kill.
Pew pew.
With
Exactly.
1 damage. Make it 2, 4,
Shooting the victor.
5.
From where?
What are you gonna do on the Victor?
1 damage. 1 heat.
Woohoo! Something happened. Something happened. Oh, he's
I'm getting it for you.
filling out the
No, it didn't. Take that down.
hit bars backwards.
That's a 2 damage.
Just for you, Sean. Just for
I
you.
know he's doing it just for me.
And I got the
Keep
BA
going.
left.
Keep going.
Oh yeah, Bobby just took off. I was like, I haven't heard from Bobby for a while. He's gone.
Where you shoot at? You can probably.
Thunderbolt.
The Firefly's got one left.
Firefly.
So Gregory says Phoenix Hawk 2C6 is so much fun. Was he running some
Get it, Tommy. Get
Yeah,
Phoenix
so
Hawk 2C6 joy at the tournament?
At LVO he was. That was his commander, I believe.
Oh, all
But at least he
right.
had it in quite a few of his 200s.
All right.
250s, I guess. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Very good. Very good. Just remember, Goolsby did it first.
I got the Valhalla looking back at me.
I guess these rolls kind of matter. If there's not enough damage dealt on that bunker, it's going to go to MOV, right?
Sure. Well, I don't think they're going to match on bunker damage.
Well, because if he doesn't do 15 to that one, then it's still he just has 1 point. So they'll both have 1 point.
3 damage to it.
I just don't know how much damage that Tommy is able to do to that middle bunker, but if he's got 15, then he wins.
Are there any challenges?
Sure.
That'll give him 2 points.
Any bets?
Yeah, the other way Tommy could have done is just rush everything to those other bunkers or the middle one there and just try to take it out.
2 damage.
Or,
Or did I say Tommy? I meant Matt.
oh,
Instead
yeah.
of trying to kill that one that's entering the bunker, which isn't going to, by the way, isn't going to exit the bunker before the game is over.
Exactly.
So you don't have to shoot that guy down. He's not even going to be able to destroy it.
I gotta move my chip.
Yeah, I think sometimes, and this is not just Matt, but a lot of us kind of still fall into that trap. Like, well, I have to shoot stuff, I have to destroy stuff, even though the
Right.
objective is to destroy the bunkers. So it's,
Yep. Yep. Always play the objectives.
yeah.
4. Hit.
Roll dice. 4, 5, or 6. A 2 is no damage.
Don Newkirk says a while ago, lore-wise, there are lots of commanders and lighter units, and yeah, so just more reason to be able to choose which unit you want your commander in. Greg says it ran at 4 out of 5 rounds. I think he's talking about his Phoenix Hawk 2C.
Yeah.
4 out of 5 rounds at LVO, and it was the commander that hit on a round, and it lived where the Gargoyle P died. Oh yeah. So I've run the Phoenix Hawk 2C6 in almost all of my tournaments.
Now you go for your.
Now you actually
All games combined, only once has it fallen.
do the Firefly.
It has always survived.
Because is it a TMM 3 and then
It's a 4 with the jump.
I'd go with your.
No, it's a 2
And, your
2
could
jump
be
with the jump
strong,
strong.
2.
for the
So it's always running at 4
Yeah.
TMM.
Do you ever skill it up, or you just keep it kind of stock?
I always make it a poorer skill
Okay. So it's
because
just there
for
to
me,
survive, right?
yeah, for me it's exactly that. It's an objective grabber, and it's it's bait for bullets. So people will throw dice after dice after dice at that thing, and it will eat up so many rounds and survive. They're shooting at it instead of the other stuff that I don't want them shooting at.
Yeah.
Firefly for 2 as well. 4.
Giving all my secrets. That's all right.
I think that one's been out there for a while.
That one's been out there for a long time. The Gargoyle P is no slouch either, though. That's a fine. The Gargoyle's probably one of my second favorite assaults.
It's a good one.
Judge?
Wow, 2 units destroyed on one side. The game has gone wild.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think so.
What's going to happen next?
in the rear.
I'm not going to go anywhere with that one.
I was about to say you can't just shout in the rear and,
No,
and
you
walk
can't
away
just-
from that.
Nope.
3.
I'm leaving it alone.
Thunderbolt the opponent.
That could. Okay.
What do you got?
And he misses. Okay, now I gotta tell which dice is which.
The opponent hasn't even been scratched yet.
What was to hit?
Yeah, good luck killing that guy.
Sixes.
Not in one round.
One miss.
1,
5
2,
hits.
3,
Roll
4,
for crit.
Oh, never mind.
5.
Never
That
mind.
was a lot.
All
What
right.
was that from?
That was from the Thunderbolt.
Roll for crit.
Oh, okay. Survived so far, but
Spinning dice tonight.
Dude, I gotta like filter.
Coach, tell them to work on their dice technique.
How long is it gonna go? Let's time it.
holy cow, this is Inception straight up.
Shots on edge, I'm gonna be
May I say that that movie had the perfect ending.
a weapon.
It could not have been ended better.
With the spinning top.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
it had to end like that. It was perfect.
Oh, that was a great one.
Spoiler alerts, everybody. Spoiler alerts.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, sorry, you had your
Now,
years.
now go watch it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Stop roll. Stop
It
spinning.
doesn't matter until 1.
It's those Wolfnet dice, they keep spinning. Or are those Charlie Company? I'm not sure.
Victor to the bandit.
Bandito, the red and black Bandito. You got a long way to kill that one.
Yeah, you're not gonna harm that.
Victor shooting bandit because it can.
You only have 1 heat right now. So.
Sixes. 7, 8s. 7s.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No misses.
4 hit bandit takes 4 hits.
Roll for motive.
I can shrug that off, no problem.
Yeah, it is but a scratch. No motive.
In the game. And around this guy comes out, blows up.
That blows up. So that
Bunker
is
gone.
gone.
Good job, Tommy.
Let's see what we got.
Okay. That is the game over.
Here we go.
What you destroyed here.
See the results.
Alright.
Yeah. So, Coach hasn't put on how much damage was put onto that middle bunker, but that kind of is the.
Two dead bees.
If it wasn't 50, if it was lower than 15, then this goes to MOV.
Let's see.
You
You
get
did,
18 points.
what did you have total for that? You had 16.
I think you still count bunker damage, even if it's not. Well, I forget how it's.
It's only
Listed.
it's 1 point per 15 damage, right?
For 15.
Yeah, but isn't the first tiebreaker still more damage, even if it doesn't equal a full point?
Damage? No. 20.
Ooh, you might be right on that.
damage total. If you would have shot another bunker for 3 more damage, you would have gotten.
Oh, there it was.
objectives.
Matt shouldn't have gone for.
But it is, according to my math, 1 objective to 1 objective.
I had to get that black off of that black wool. So I have 3, 7. I have 7 points of damage on bunkers plus a blown one.
Just listen to them talk it out here for a minute.
Yeah.
One is, 15
See where the numbers land.
MOV.
Yep.
You destroyed 49 PV.
Hold on.
Looks like they are going to MOV.
First player
So-
destroyed all the bone. If the game goes to time, the player who has the most objective points wins the game. If the objective points are tied, the player who destroyed the most bunkers wins the game. So
Ah,
wins
there's the tiebreaker. So he did destroy
So he
1,
Destroyed a bunker.
Correct. The accumulation doesn't.
even though the objective points are equal. He did destroy a
Oh,
bunker.
but
Matt
didn't
won.
Tommy destroy the other one?
Tommy.
Oh no, he
No, he did
stopped
not.
at 15 damage. Oh
Hey,
It's been a
Yep,
long time.
so Matt wins.
dude, good job.
wow,
I kind of
good win, Matt.
All right. I did not predict that.
Better.
I'm a little bit surprised.
All the time.
Yeah, that was crazy. Matt is the big wiener.
Yeah, Tommy's mistake was using the Ontos to shoot the wrong battle armor.
Yeah, that one.
That
one
is what
mistake.
cost him the game.
All right, let's join our hosts again. Hi, boys.
Hey, good
Hello,
game.
hello. Crazy game.
I have to go to the bathroom, so I'll let you know. Crap. So bad.
Thanks for sharing.
25
Thanks for
minutes.
sharing. Let us know how it goes.
Will do.
Straight down the pipe.
Good game, gentlemen. That was back and forth, kind of.
You don't have to be nice.
Tommy, why'd you go after that battle armor with the Ontos?
I wasn't thinking.
Okay.
That's one of the joys of being able to passively watch from a distance, is we know
Yeah.
when you've made your mistake.
Yeah, I saw it after I did it, so.
That's what I thought. I saw you kind of talking it through afterwards, so I thought maybe you had already kind of seen what you could have done, and because the other battle armor wasn't going to go into that bunker yet, was it?
You know, it was like 2 inches off.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, that was the game changer right there. For sure. How'd you like your list, though?
I hate it.
Really? Why?
I have a different one. I don't like Wolf.
What?
That's what you get for swapping factions.
Yeah.
Those wargs were crazy good, BA.
Yeah, I always love running those guys. They are so good.
They do
Beefy.
4-4.
440.
Yeah.
They're awesome
Yep.
if they got transport, and then if you can work the load up and offload. But
Yep. If you're good at protecting your transports, keeping them out of range or sight, then you can kind of drop them wherever you want, and whatever they point at vaporizes.
So my original thought on it was, can we still see? You guys still see the map?
Yeah.
All right. So when I was after setting up terrain and loading up units, before Matt placed his Thunderbolt down, my original thought was to load all my guys right here, unload everything right here, and that way, shooting from here to here, I would be good to destroy this bunker, and then just kind of like move them up to be able to fire here or here, and
Sure.
in the center here.
what do those wargs have for movement?
Not very good.
Would they be able to get?
I would have to load them back into the bandits to get them back.
Yeah,
You're
that's
gonna lose a turn.
that's their one weakness, is they can do nothing on their own. 2 inches of move.
I think those wargs are awesome for damage. I think if they were a little bit faster BA, I think you would take it.
But there's still 4 at medium. You could have shot from there.
Sure.
But that's why I had this building placed here, so that I was blocked everywhere. So I had a shot at this bunker and this bunker with the BA up here. But then his Thunderbolt landed right here, turn 1, and I'm like, there'd be easy.
We see you, Coach.
pickings. You sit there for your winner's interview.
One of Tommy's kudos.
Everything goes smoothly, Coach?
Yeah, I think so.
A kudo for Tommy for
Yeah.
having his
Here, I'll sit here.
Ontos, for Tommy having his Ontos here to have multiple lines of sight to cover his 2 rear bunkers was genius.
Yeah, that was a great placement
Yeah.
right there.
Instead of having actually like blocking units for the bunkers, he had something that was going to destroy whatever got to the bunker, and I think that was a great
Yeah.
hitch pin to have there.
And there were no lines of fire to the Ontos
Right,
from the
and
center
having
field.
This building in the way, if it was, I think it was like this one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
behind it. Yeah.
blocking line of
That was a win move.
That was a great defensive move.
This After Action Report is brought to you by Starcore Industries. So this boys didn't quite get it all the way through 4 rounds.
What do we get, 3?
Yeah, that was a low round game. 3 rounds.
Have we noticed that bunkers is way shorter?
Nah, you guys took a while. You guys psyoped yourselves.
Well, we've seen that with bunkers a lot.
You guys talked each other into like, oh my god, what's he gonna do? I don't know what he's gonna do.
Dude, when's the last time
Yeah,
you
I
played
think-
bunkers?
You guys didn't even have that many initiative units out there. You had all your battle armor loaded up.
Did we play bunkers at LVO?
I don't know. I wasn't over on the 350, so.
When's the last time you played bunkers here?
Next week?
I don't know. It's on video evidence.
Next week, coach has played bunkers.
I mean, I guess
Playing
if you
bunkers, and he
sign
has
up
to
for
bring the Viking.
Wolfnet Patreon, and enough people hound us. Like, if we maybe get 5 more Patreon members, and they say, Coach needs to play bunkers and see how well he does, then maybe we'll play bunkers next week.
Bunkers with the Viking, coach?
We'll go against my other wolf list.
By the way, shout out to Uncle Mark for these poker chips that give us attack.
Yes, big shout out to Uncle Mark. I don't know if he was.
Yep,
on the,
that's been working really good to show who's shooting who.
Yeah.
That's a great system.
How did the stream go for you guys? I was kind of peeking in now that I actually had a chance to kind of run the behind. I was peeking in the Discord for our wonderful commentators tonight. Thank you very much.
Oh, namaste. Thank you.
Anytime.
I noticed that the quality would kind of go in and out the more I would change the camera angles.
Well, once I had gotten over my technical difficulties and got a computer that was actually working, I felt it went pretty smooth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm really working hard to try to get one more camera on this thing, and because I feel like one more camera, then I could really. I'm debating on whether
It's a
to
tech
go, from a side cam or like a full table cam where you can see the players and see how they're
Sure.
interacting with each other.
So when we're done with the stream, show me what your setup is, and I'll kind of show you how mine works better.
Well, I think you have a full-fledged computer. I have like a $350 laptop that I'm going.
All right. Well, that's kind of tip number one is use quality components.
Yes, I agree. Yep, it's going to get upgraded now that it seems like everyone's enjoying the Thursday night throwdowns.
You should talk.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of viewership.
Yeah, we're doing a lot more with list building and
Yeah.
I don't know if I can tease it or not, but a lot of people were not happy that the history briefs went away. So
Yeah, Charles.
maybe something's coming to YouTube. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Are we hearing spoilers?
Maybe, I don't know. But,
Little hints.
Yeah, I've taken it upon myself to amp up the YouTube side of the whole thing. So I'll let Matt hop in. I'm going to rearrange his mechs nice and pretty so I can take a picture and we'll throw them up and you guys can see how they look. We're doing close-ups. Shaka Khan, we're doing close-ups. You just wait.
Don't do close-ups of mine. Mine's all hodgepodge.
Except for Tommy's. His is a hodgepodge. He just put this list together this week. So, Matt, I'll let you get here in the winner's seat and take the questions.
While we're swapping out, I see that we have 9 people watching, but we only got 6 likes.
What?
10 people watching, only 6 likes. Can everybody please just hit like and subscribe?
Don't call her.
And
Otherwise, I
that
might
really
go ahead and
helps.
Try, so.
I know it. You got to make us feel good about what we've done. We've dedicated our evening to your entertainment.
If you
Please like and subscribe.
You'll see a cool little thing that I've worked really hard on.
Oh yeah, we got to see the special effects. Yeah.
You're up. You know I'm gonna,
Doesn't cost you anything to like a video.
I'm gonna put them on our nice terrain. After action reports.
Here comes the winner.
Only by
Look at that Studley guy. How's it going, Victor? The Victor that ran a Victor.
Oh, that's cute.
I love the dead.
Did it go as you expected it to go, Matt?
So from the beginning of list building, quest to get away from Ghost Bear and the expensive clan tech. This list was made to basically have Inner Sphere, Dark Ages, not really expensive units, but some speed, some weight, some BA, some transports, and heavily focused on making the entire list skill 3. Minus the transports, which were at 4s. So, taking some of that regular knowledge of experience that skill 4 is not always achievable with the hit ratio, especially with your TMMs and your partial covers. So that was my primary testing goal. So with the beginning,
And how do you feel it did?
I think it did average because there really wasn't a whole lot of special things. It was seeing Tommy's list ahead of time. There's a lot of nice fast units, and there was a lot of worry there because when you're going to see a 20-inch jumping unit that could slow you down or drop BA off, that's a huge hindrance. So
Sure.
I think this game
I got
is
quite-
more psychological though, and
Sure.
chess pieces moving and covering and getting to the bunkers.
So, question: was your 250 PV list that you took today, was that taken out of a full 350 list?
Yes, the only thing sitting out was the Shogun C2 and the Vindicator, the LR,
Mm-hmm.
3LR.
Yeah, your Shogun
Okay.
was what, 50 points?
Shogun was more than that.
Mm. 'Cause these
So, question for you. Why did you leave your Saxons at skill 4 rather than taking them to at a Porter skill?
Because they only had a
Since-
short damage of a star 0, so
Sure. So why not skill them down to 5 or even 6? Since they're not going to be shooting anything.
right. Hey, absolutely, that's a fair critique.
Okay. Yep. That's probably the only thing I would have changed with that, with what I saw.
You could have added some artillery.
Yeah. All right. That's what we're thinking. That would have saved you if you took them both at skill 6. That would have given you 12 extra points to play with.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the fun part of getting your baseline list built, run it, and then see what else you can tweak it with, like getting those 2, 3, 4, 6 extra points and divert them to something else.
Yep.
So this testing shows that you can take decent units that aren't that expensive, and if you skill them down a
Did
hair,
somebody just subscribe?
Matthew Evans, thank you.
Thank you.
keep subscribing and liking.
I heard the wolf
You hear the
howl.
wolf howl? Nice.
Since we got full moon
Nice.
tonight, we should hear a lot of wolf howls.
Matty Evans? Hold on. That's an X-Wing boy. I know Matt Evans.
There's a lot of mixing of units on the table.
See, this is Alpha Strike, reuniting long lost friends.
I would shift out hard and fast, getting to the center bunker if I could, but
That's the list I created.
I also had to make sure I was defending the rears because he had a lot of fast units. So this
Oh yeah.
this scenario is very, very fragile. So you need to defend, block, bunker doors, and move up and try and get something started.
I think bunkers is a scenario that stresses me out the most
It is.
out of all of them.
That and
But it's a fun stress.
Challenging, right?
the other scenario.
Right.
Capture the flag.
I need to order me some Saxons.
They only come in 1 per blister, which is
Okay.
Dumb.
which it could be an improvement for Iron Winds if they throw 2 Saxons in a blister. That'd be awesome.
There you go. There you go. What was your MVP tonight?
It's got to be Thunderbolt. Or the fact.
Deep in thought.
No, the
The
MVP is
MVP that guarded a bunker.
the MVP is Tommy's Ontos that didn't shoot at the infantry.
Yeah, Tommy's Ontos is your MVP.
There's that one pip that saved you. Yeah.
Well, it's shooting at the wrong battle
Yeah.
armor.
I would
Yeah.
say the MVP is the Saxons that got the BA to the point, to the objectives.
I don't know, your Firefly drew a lot of attention.
The Firefly and the Flea drew a lot of attention.
Yeah.
They're scary, but they don't do a lot of damage.
I'm so pumped for the new Flea model.
So, players that have older lists of units of chassis or inner sphere chassis, don't be afraid to skill them up or skill them down. I think this
that's a good unit.
testing shows that with us shifting from 200 to 250 per scenario, you really behoove you to skill down either 2 and 6 at your min max or 3s. It's not bad. I think my old list of trying to get expensive clan stuff on the board and only being able to keep it at skill 4, it pays too much. So if you do an easier mix,
For 35 points, that Flea is not bad. 22 inch, it's got ECM. ECM is going to play a factor sooner or later.
this game, ECM and anti-missile did not really play a whole lot of benefit. The stealth did for a hair of it, at medium range, because you can't get it at short. But
I hit the button.
Tommy's heat did play a very good benefit to him, slowing down the victor and preventing that guy from moving up. And then we also had our list, first time Tommy ran,
You just don't have a
10
damage
units.
dealer though.
and what I run
I
at,
know.
8?
Like nobody does.
The Ontos.
You don't have a.
I don't
The
have-
Ontos isn't in this list.
I know.
So that's about all I have. Now, just from transitioning when you're doing testing, or you have to figure out your list. You have to play around. If you don't practice and play your lists, you're not going to do well. You can't just buy a list and just run it. You have to practice. And yeah, I like to run big stuff.
I'd take
I
your
don't like to
Contio out.
run a lot of
I'd take your
smaller
Contio
units,
out.
unless I have to, but
Put
to have an
put something
effective
that
mixed
throws 6
mixed unit.
damage.
or mixed list, you have to have.
Because you've already got your speed.
You gotta have some armor, you gotta have some speed, you gotta have some VA, you gotta have some transports to be.
Your
a
2 Wolfens are
well-rounded,
your speed.
The
Here.
Incubus, did you take a look at the Incubus
that's
too?
a key,
Yeah.
key term
He's
we've
speed too.
used.
Yeah. That's why I don't know why you have your Contio in there, because he's just like
Counter
middle of the
effective.
road.
What's our key term
I guess-
for mixed units?
Mixed arms?
Combined arms.
Combine arms.
Combined arms.
So if you have a combined arms list with a little bit of everything and some nice mechanics.
Hey!
All the same, but
I want to throw a big shout out to Joe Jensen if he's still on. He joined the Facebook page and he became a Patreon member.
by the way,
What?
Way to go, Joe Jensen!
Woot woot. Hats off.
I now deem him his call sign JJ. Jump strong. Jump Jack.
I guess the real question is, Matt, was this a good enough first go for you to play something other than Ghost Bears again?
There you go. That's a good question.
I identify as a flatbed truck.
with the units
Terrible.
I ran for Inner Sphere, Camachos, I've done well with the heavy flak list of Inner Sphere, in Dark Ages. This list is decent. We ran,
Put the wrong bandit on here.
So this is what I came up for Brent.
we ran some Davian stuff too.
Granted, because he wanted that
You
stuff.
really have to pick out those
But
gems.
that's the best I
make
could
the
do.
Combined arms, mixed list.
See, I put the Crucible in.
I would say
mine
Dragoons
too.
were probably my first actual. Wolf's Dragoons beta was actually my first.
I don't like the Black
Alpha
Wolf.
Strike list, even back in what 2018 or 19
Matter with Black Wolf.
when we started cadet events.
I
at
just don't like that
Gen Con.
it can't move with this shit. It only does 2
Just
damage
runs
at
back
short
out.
range.
Now you could do
You
this
got
with
the
any
wrong
of us.
fucking squad in there.
Just skill it down, be selective.
That squad
Test
says.
Yeah.
and see what
Oh,
works.
shit.
Now, is this list
You-
going to be effective in other
You want
scenarios?
Elden Gear first?
It certainly may not.
I like that.
And this was pretty lucky. This was like splitting
Have you
hairs.
seen one of those Alpha
This wasn't a
Wolves
big
yet?
swing win
Mhm.
at all.
Holy fuck.
I think Tommy shooting at the wrong armor, battle armor, was the big turning point for you.
I think
He should have shot the one that was sitting at the door ready to go in. He should have shot that one, and he did not. We all saw him do it. We're all like, oh, that was a mistake.
Afterwards,
Afterwards.
Fair enough. Always go for the BA trying to get in the bunker, correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
It always seems like we always find something at the end, and we're like, yep, that I should have done that.
Well, I think
why you
that's true
guys
about
do this,
every
right?
game. Every game, every tournament I've ever been to, everything. I was like, oh, I should have done it that way.
one of the other turning points that benefited Tommy was covering the center front friendly base he had. He put his Epona and Wolf in there, and that thwarted me from getting that closest bunker. That was huge. Then the only thing I could do was go to the far bunkers, and my only saving grace was having some fast transports and missing. So it's not the dice are always going to do you right or do you wrong. You can't foresee what's going to happen. Just like last week when I was rolling probably less than 10 to 20% hit ratio.
We both sucked at rolling dice that day.
Matt sucked.
Oh, that was probably worse.
That's true.
That was like he who should not be named kind of dice curse, which we've made extra dice, but
You talking about Mario?
No, yeah.
and
We're not supposed to name them.
the only,
Ah.
the only other player or opponent that I've had this kind of scenario where it's like minimum or maximum of like 3 or 2 turns of play because it's so chess oriented. Tommy's probably number 2 in my book of playing very extreme strategic tactics. So
Yeah, you guys psyop the hell out of each other this game.
that's
There were
all I
some
got.
thoughts
You were
going on.
both thinking way too much about where
Oh, yeah.
2 moves was gonna go instead
You
of
have
just be like,
If you have to think 2-3 moves ahead, and I made mistakes too. I didn't get close enough. I didn't choose the right bunker at the right time.
because I think you both had the right list.
If you're gonna play bunkers, you want to lose initiative, so you go first.
I was interested to see how your skill 3s were gonna do against your skill
If you
4s.
lose initiative on bunkers,
Of course, you're not really shooting anything.
then you get
No.
you get
You're
to
just-
plug your BA and
That's why I
transports
was-
in
You're
line.
focusing on -4s and for the
If
for
you
the
win
building.
initiative, you may
That's why
not
I
be
was-
able to block that.
The BA,
So
that's
some
why I brought the
scenarios
max
you want to
BA.
lose initiative, so you
Yeah.
can move first.
You have to bring max
in there,
BA, and that's why you have
and
to
they can't
bring the
stop you
assault
unless
BAs,
they-
because
Mhm.
that's where your
Kill your unit off and it doesn't survive.
damage is coming from.
You're end of the lesson.
Great game.
Yeah, great work, guys.
Do you want to talk or you want to end the stream? It's a new pipe. Show off your new pipe.
Professor Tommy.
Is this the new green one? Is this the new green one you were showcasing? Let's get a close up. Higher, higher. There we go.
And the camera's right here.
Fancy.
Jason,
Where's that Jade Falcon logo?
This is Matt's list.
Jade Falcon green, beta green.
That leave a sour taste in your mouth to play wolves there, Tommy?
Fuck no, they got demolished, didn't they?
I got demolished, yeah.
Yeah, I think the theme of your night is hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, happens. Coach and I were just talking. My list is on bunkers has never really been about damage to units. My list has never been about damage to units and never will be damage to units on bunkers.
Tommy's lists have
That's
always
my
been.
insight has always been damage to bunkers.
Oh yeah.
And that's why if I will bring BA, the max BA on my list, no matter what, and BA will always attack bunkers. That's also why I will always strategically place something big and tall in between my back two bunkers, thwarting whoever is shooting my opponent so they can't shoot between the back two bunkers.
Right. Denying firing lanes.
Pro tip.
Yep. So, I've always had that. I don't know. That was back in the day before we even streamed. I've always had that tip.
Well, that was when.
Yeah, but that was when we had 10 HP bunkers, and I was taking 2 bunkers out at a thing. So
Yeah, that was.
Right.
We were loading, moving, and unloading.
yeah.
Tommy
I think
was
for
like
all
2 iron holes in the middle of the 2 side bunkers, and he could destroy 2 bunkers in 1 turn. Because originally they were at 10 points. 10 hits.
yeah, those rules need to change for sure.
It was.
I'd fire across the map to hit the other bunker and go into the one that I was on. So that's why I'd take 2 bunkers out in a turn.
You know what? You've inspired me, man. I'm gonna.
Where are your widows?
I'm gonna bring my widows, my old school widows though.
You're 30.
All right.
Woohoo.
No,
The
it's
unscenes.
They'll do well.
rat. God damn it.
Rat. 32.
Rat trace. There we go.
Ratatouille?
It's not Peterson pipe. It's a rat trace.
That Edward
Tommy, what
Stevens
units did you like from your list?
I really like the Antos.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because I like a good tank that does a lot of damage.
That's a fucking good tank, man.
The Wolf and Sea. The Wolf and Sea was one of my original mechs that I had in my delete unit list before we even did Faction Era.
It's a staple.
It was one of the prime units that I had, and then I found out that it was a wolf mech, and then I was like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Back when we didn't have Faction
yeah,
Era.
back when we didn't have Faction
Oh,
Era.
jeez. The Wild West days.
The Wild West days. And then I have the staple. I have a Epona Echo in there as a staple that I like
Someday.
a lot.
We should count.
And
up
of course,
how many iteration changes.
The Goolsby special.
the Bandit Fs.
It's got to be at least.
Yeah, those bandits are nice.
I like those bandits. I've always liked the bandits. Even though I don't like the clan variants, even though they're the clan variants, the F variant is really nice. They're the cheapest variant. But you can't go wrong by taking something, by sticking it inside and
Slapping a
slap something on the
mechanized on the outside.
Yep, something
Yep.
on the outside, something on the inside, and going. The one I like.
I call that the clown car.
The one I like the most is the Inner Sphere variant, the H variant that had IT8, which allows you to stick
Yep.
2 of them in.
Yep, that's the ultimate clown car right there.
Yep, 2 squad 4s in, and then hang on the outside.
Yeah, that's not the clan variant. That's the standard bandit H.
Yep. The
has the IT-8.
Yep.
That gives you so many options. Your opponent forgets how many BA units are in that
I
transport.
know.
You just better make sure they don't get shot down because that's going to take a lot of points with it.
And the nice
Yeah,
thing
and
is about
just the amount of armor it's got, right? It's
Yeah.
got quite a bit.
And that's
Yeah, that'd be hard to take down.
And that's another thing why I've always liked the bandits, is they got plenty of armor structure, so I really do miss bandits, so maybe I have to figure out. But the F variant is only on Wolf. Dark Ages, for the Dark Ages list, the F variant's for Wolf, so I might have to create a better Wolf list. So I do know one thing. I do not like the Black Wolves, so they will be gone. Out of here.
Black Wolf Heavy Flamers are the best BA ever.
I like my salad. Tough cookies. The wards were pretty nice. They're a good substitute for my iron holds. The Callistos, there's the B variant. I think they're like 3/3 or something like that. I really like those.
You had an A with a 2-1.
Yeah, the A was the 2/1, but there's also a more expensive one that's for 17 points that are 3/3.
Nice.
I couldn't fit them in. I really wanted those to fit in, but I wasn't able to fit them in and fit to get the max value of having 10 units in the list.
You guys just need to learn to convert over to the Church of VTOL.
Remember your VTOLs?
No VTOLs, go with flat.
Yeah, but they land behind hills. You can't find them anymore.
I'll take flat before I take VTOL.
Then they don't have so much TML.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's probably wrap it up. Reaching our 2-hour mark.
You'll see a different list from me.
About that time.
About that time.
Yeah, fantastic game, guys.
All right.
All right. Everybody like and subscribe. Join the Patreon.
Like and subscribe.
Support these guys.
We're
Have a good night,
still
everyone.
1400.
Woof.
Wolf.
To all units, proceed to your post assignment.